Benjamin Bian and Austin Choi cheerfully present you the Haitian Revolution 101.
Let us switch gears for a bit and take a look at different revolutions in the Caribbean during the 1791.
Every revolution in history comes with a common pattern as well as a shared theme: cause, course, and consequences, and change. Let us take a closer view in the Haitian Revolution that you are not yet conversant with, which lasted for about 13 years. Over the course of several years, the once silent Haiti had finally turned out to be the most bloodiest, violent nation as they were engaged in a crucial revolution known as the Haitian Revolution. A revolution, I'll define, is an uprising or upheaval for change in government. Revolution has changed the way we live in our world throughout history. We will primarily focus on the cause of the Haitian Revolution. So, without further ado, let us deliver the knowledge to you all.
Segregation will be considered among the major factors of the cause. The discrimination among classes and skin color was strong. Race was critical. The blacks and whites were the two main groups of people divided in Haitian society. The white colonists reigned in class as well. Some whites were affluent and landowners and plantation owners or grand banks, while others were generally viewed as poor or petite blancs. Petite blancs were usually consisted of merchants, teachers, and etc. The other group of people, the blacks, was formed mainly in African slaves, covering a population 10 times larger than the white population. Slave works in harsh conditions and lived in filthy environments with torture. They were always forced and had little unfair rights. Each group of people had their own incentive or goal. The rich plantation owners wanted to govern themselves and the rest of the government. The mulattoes wanted to be equivalent to the whites, since mulattoes were not on top of the class. And finally, slaves wanted freedom.
In addition, there were many factors that triggered the anger of slaves. Labor and harsh treatment of slaves made them angry. Vengeance and the capture of liberty created further tensions. No human beings would like to be in such predicament. In the minds of slaves, they would have a strong opposing heart, but couldn't happen because it was not the reality during that time. The accumulation of anger due to the treatment and rights of slaves would soon bring an upheaval in Haiti.
Other factors besides race was a competition among the race of European nations. Furthermore, the incentives of the Grand Blancs was among the important causes. Haiti, a colony, had limits to their trading systems. Using this as an advantage, the Grand Blancs wanted independence and governed Haiti themselves. As slaves began to rebel, the white opposed them and maintained power. However, this would not last too long.
The Haitian Revolution was spurred not only primarily because of race, but the influence from the French Revolution. The French had encouraged the slaves to fight. Of course, Napoleon Bonaparte's reign was significant as a cause, but there was something further important. The turning point that marked a huge impact on the field of the revolution was the signing of the Declaration of Rights of Man. According to this, it stated or specified that all men were created equal. Slaves thought their lives were very wrong because it was very different from what is stated according to the Declaration of Rights of Men. Slaves were not even equal to any men. In fact, they were treated worse than animals and called more equality more than any other classmen.
The slave rebellion was probable because the slaves outnumbered the whites, which were similar to the first and second estates in system in France. Besides the number of slaves, they had other allying forces like voodooism. The mulattoes were like the bourgeoisie. The slaves and mulattoes, who were like the third estate, wanted somewhat was known to be the free people of color. Slaves and people who were not white were aspired to rebel against the whites. As you just witnessed or realized, the Haitian Revolution was caused primarily due to the unfair rights, inequality among human beings, and the motivation and influence of the French society. Other revolutions, such like the American and French revolutions, were sparked due to a similar reason. French Revolution due to the social tensions, and American Revolution happened due to the unfair rights and tax costs from Great Britain.
When will such conflicts end? We need change. Revolutions and inequality still exist in the world today. Only if the whites treat the slaves equally, such revolution would not have happened in Haiti. We believe that the Haitian Revolution was inevitable because inequality among classes will trigger anger, thus causing such revolution.
Followed by these causes, Haiti was be engaged and enter immense trouble and events leading to a change in Haiti that nobody would ever have imagined. There will be a vast and significant course in Haiti introduced to you in the following podcast. So without further ado, the course of Haitian Revolution.
Thank you all and see you later.